Hey there! I got a care package from Kaweco pens to review, and one of them was this one. Came in this little box. You probably recognize this as a sport. It's a small pen. And this is not a fountain pen. You know, I'm known for my fountain pen reviews, but occasionally I do review something else. And this happens to be the Kaweco Ice Sport Gel pen. So this is a roller with a gel ink in there. Ice Sport, the ices have these nice transparent caps in fancy colors. This is obviously pink, and I'm going to cover the parts of the pen, tell what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and that's all there's to it. I have reviewed quite a couple of sports by now: Art Sport, Sport Classic, AC Sport, and the calligraphy pen. So if you've seen some other vids, you're probably familiar with this. It's a small pen designed to be portable. On top of the cap, it has the Kaweco logo, the 3 syllables there. I like that, nice and retro. You get this see-through bit on the cap, which is quite cool. It says Kaweco Sport there on the cap. Then you have the barrel. As you can see, the cap goes quite deeply over the barrel. You unscrew it, you put it on the cap, and then you have a nice, decently sized pen, because without it, for me, it would be too small to use comfortably. It disappears into my hand. This is not a fountain pen, as I said, but it does have the same section as the fountain pen, up to the point where, of course, the nib would be. That's different. Nicely tapered, a sort of hourglass shape, and then you get this bit with the actual rollerball tip. You can unscrew the barrel, whoops, and then it slides out. There's a little spring in there, which you can definitely see. Now that makes this pop out. I'm completely out of my element here because I never really use these types of pens, but here you have the refill, and it says 3H, and that's all there's to it. It fits nicely and snugly. As you can see, it goes all the way to the end of the barrel, so it will not get dislodged. This is not really a click mechanism or anything. You just uncap the pen to write, and that's it. You can see that the section actually has the same pink color as the cap, and that's pretty much all I can say about the pen. They're small pens, they're simple pens, there isn't a whole lot more. Now, I have written with it, it writes nicely. I am going to do a writing sample. Clearly line variation, etc. is not really going to come into play here. It's not a fountain pen, and that's it. What do I like about it? What do I not like about it? Well, it's a small pen. I like that. It's very portable. The downside is it is a small pen. If you have relatively large hands, then that may be a small pen to wield. But you know, once you post it, it actually turns into a comfortable pen that is not so bad at all to use. This one is pink. Pink is probably not a color I would pick myself, but you know, Kaweco just sent me a bunch of pens. Of course, it's completely cool. It's definitely pink. So if you like pink pens, this is probably for you. This is roller. You know, let's face it, roller balls are useful. Ballpoints are useful, right? You'll go to hell for using them, but they're useful because a fountain pen is finicky. It's on the road. You'll splatter ink, etc. You uncap this and it writes. It'll write upside down. It'll do all kinds of stuff. It's right on a lot of surfaces. So yes, it is more practical than a fountain pen. There, I've said it. Sue me, whatever. Yeah. So, couple of measurements. 10 grams. Size. I've measured these things a bunch of times now. The classics. So again, 106 millimeters uncapped. Capped. Now uncapped, of course, this one doesn't have a nib, so that's a little bit different. I come to 100 millimeters, same size as a classic fountain pen. Diameter of the section, 10 millimeters at the top end, and somewhere down the middle it's about 9.5. Then near the bottom end, where it meets the barrel, it's 10 millimeters yet again. So there you have it. I hope this was useful. Thanks Kaweco for sending me this. Going to do writing sample next, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye. Okay, so here we go with this Kaweco Ice Sport Gel Roller. Writing is very smooth. The pen glides across the paper. Ink flow is good. There was a bit of a skip there, but that was me misaligning the pen. It's almost like rubbing across ice. Very smooth writing experience, which I absolutely love. It's also fairly wet, I would say. Gives a nice, good ink flow. This is a roller, so when it comes to line variation, there isn't really a whole lot. You can push down a bit to push the ball in there and get some extra ink flow going. But overall, I would say it's not really meant for that sort of stuff. I find this very pleasant to use, and I think it's a pretty cool pen. So Kaweco, thanks a lot for sending this to me. I hope this was useful, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.